Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Kelsey. I'm studying industrial design at Western Washington University, coolest major ever, and I work for the Associated Students as the Environmental and Sustainability Programs Director. I'm here today to talk to you about the food pop-up pantries that have been going on in response to the COVID crisis. First of all, big thanks to the people who have been working so hard to make this stuff happen. That's the Student in Needs Working Group, the Outback Farm and Dining Services. Thank you all so much for your hard work. You're amazing. If you're not familiar, every Wednesday until the end of the quarter, you can drop by the Viking Commons with your student ID, flash that baby, pick up a pre-packed meal kit. I think one's pasta and sauce, one's rice and beans and soup. So nice, non-perishable meal starters. One thought that I had is if I'm gonna go get this bag every week for the next 6 weeks or whatever, and it's got the same ingredients in it every week, more or less, I might get sick of eating the same thing. However, I used to work at a cooking school, so I've got a few ideas up my sleeve for how to make these ingredients a little bit more exciting. A lot of these recipes you can kind of adapt for what you have in your own kitchen. So if you have any questions about substitutions you can make or different alterations you can do, send me a message, as.esp@ww.edu. I'd love to get back to any questions you have. Stoked? Me too. Let's get started. So today we're going to be making this awesome loaded cornbread recipe. It's got little bits of corn, sauteed onion, and garlic for extra flavor and textural variety. The recipe is listed below. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and chop up my vegetables. You want to make sure that your onion and your garlic are small enough that they're not going to totally dominate if you bite into a bite with some of that. But you don't have to go too crazy here. Just chop them up until they're nice and small. Once that's done, go ahead and set that stuff aside for now. Clean up your workstation and gather your ingredients for the cornbread. I find that it's really helpful when you're cooking to have all of your ingredients ahead of time. That way you're not running around trying to find the stuff that you need. The first thing I'm going to do is combine my soy milk with my vinegar. Then I'm going to go ahead and mix all of my dry ingredients together. Got some cornmeal, you got a little bit of flour, got a little sugar. You can do less sugar if you're trying to be healthy, that's fine. And then once you have all that together, you can mix it really, really well. Once that's done, go ahead and add your wet ingredients. That's your milk, your oil, your vinegar that you already mixed. And then switch over to the stovetop. I'm using a cast iron pan. So once your pan is hot, add some olive oil, throw in your onions. Once they're nice and translucent, you'll add your garlic. You don't want to cook the garlic for too long because if you do, it'll burn and that kind of ruins the flavor. So just add the garlic for a couple minutes, then throw in your corn. Putz around for a little while until it's all nice and cooked. And once it is cooked, you can go ahead and transfer it over to your batter. Dump it all in there, give it a good stir. Once that's done, your batter is ready to go. So bring over the pan that you're going to bake it in, grease it with some oil. You can sprinkle some flour in there to make sure stuff really doesn't stick, and then pour your batter in. Now all that needs to be done is baking. So we've got our oven preheated. Go ahead and throw it in there and do some homework or do whatever it is you do for fun while you're waiting for it to bake. After about 30 minutes or so, the top should be golden brown and the toothpick can come out clean. That means that it's ready. And voila! It looks beautiful. Go ahead and eat it with some beans from your meal kit and you've got a full meal. Thanks for watching and join me next week for another recipe. Thank you guys so much. Thank you all. Thank you all so much. We students love you. And pick up a pre-packed bag of groceries. This is gonna gross out, but never mind. Therefore, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, depending on what I have and what I'm in the mood for. Who's excited? Me too. All right, you ready? Bust out your apron and let's get started. Just kidding.